What's up? What's up?
Hello.
What is up? What's up? What's up? What is up? Hi.
Good lord, I was not ready for that energy.
You don't want to start with that
That opening.
energy? Hello. Hello. Hello.
I mean, that's a pretty good energy to start on. That's gonna grab the viewer, pull them in, and they're
Yes.
gonna want to see more.
I want to see more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, Catherine Sandstedt, you are my guest this afternoon slash evening, early evening. Um,
Yeah.
and for those watching who may not know who you are an opera singer who I met at Stony Brook University.
Very true.
And yet, and yet, on this particular album, Pictures at an Inhibition, which is coming out on the 30th.
Oh, it looks so good.
I know I'm
Yes.
pretty. It's got the plastic wrap and everything, so you know it's
Oh,
legit.
that's so amazing.
That's good
It
stuff.
is legit. That's amazing.
On this album, you're not doing any singing, are you?
No singing.
What are
No.
you what are you up to? What are you doing on it?
Somehow we got some viola in here.
Viola?
The hell is that?
It's like a big violin, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a baby cello.
Oh, nice. That's another way of looking at
Hmm.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen to Austin on Pictures at an Inhibition to hear Cat's lovely viola playing. Um,
Yeah.
so talk to me a little bit about your viola playing, your singing, how you got where you are.
Ooh,
Give me your
okay.
life story.
Life story. We love
Life
it.
story.
Okay. So, I was born. No, just kidding. No, I did a lot of like musical theater growing up as a kid. Really liked it. But then when I went to my undergrad, I liked classical music. I discovered opera and I was really excited about that. So I went to the University of Missouri for my undergrad for both voice and viola. Originally thought I really wanted to do viola as my primary.
Mm.
And then I fell in love with opera and was like, holy heck, this is so cool. So then that's when I found Brenda at a summer festival, Opera Neo, and I was like, who is this woman? Where does she teach? Can
Mm-hmm.
I stalk her, basically? And so then I found out about Stony Brook. I had no idea Stony Brook existed until I found Brenda.
Mm.
So that was really fun. And that's when I went to Stony Brook for my master's for vocal performance. And then I'm still here for my doctorate.
Nice. How much
Yeah.
further have you got to go on that?
I'm advanced.
Oh,
So
great.
all I have left are two normal recitals, and then my final recital.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm pretty close. So next
Yeah.
I'll be done by next year,
Sweet.
unless I like decide to squeeze out more time. I don't know.
You could. I mean, that's the thing about being
I
advanced.
I
You
could.
could just kind of drag that on out. I think there's a limit. I don't know what it
There
is.
is there's 3 years that your scholarship is covered,
Mm,
and then they like make you pay, and then there's
gotcha.
6 years, and they go, "What the hell are you still doing here?" They're like, "Get a bleep out."
Yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I just wanna, I just wanna just jump in here real quick,
Go
and
for it.
also
You said
say that Brenda Harris is amazing. She's
hell
just
yeah.
she's an amazing
She's
person,
amazing.
amazing singer, and I had the pleasure to work with her on an opera scene that I wrote at a opera scenes performance at Stony Brook, and she was a
Hmm.
pleasure to work with. And I don't know. I'm slightly new to the world of opera, so I'm
Hmm.
gonna say this, and maybe you can correct me, but
Please say it.
I feel like finding an opera director who embraces new music and especially student compositions is pretty unique and pretty incredible.
I there I yeah. I think there are a lot of people out there who'd be really hesitant to do it because it can be harder because
Hmm.
it's so unique and it's so different and you don't know how well it's gonna go sometimes. But like Brenda is always like talked about how amazing it is. She's like, why are like we have so many amazing composers on campus.
Mm.
why aren't we collaborating more with them? Which she loves it. Like she just loves it, and I think it's really fun. And I don't know, as a singer, it's really fun to do it too because you get to sing your colleagues' work, and you're like, oh, this is so amazing.
Yeah. So that I think I like being at schools where even, we I guess we think of kind of operatic singing and bel canto as being very kind of locked in a particular tradition of music making.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's great to have um, faculty members even in those areas embracing new music in such a great way.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yes. So tell me
Tell
a
you.
little bit about this background you got going on, these little fairy
Oh, do you
lights.
like you?
I love it. I
Yes.
love it.
We have our neon lights that you can
Mm-hmm.
very coolly change to whatever color you'd so prefer. I
Ooh.
really dig the blue. It's been my favorite. It's my
Yeah.
go-to. Go back to the blue. Go back. Go back.
There it is. There we go. The
And then you
response to
have these
verbal commands?
don't even start me with that because actually you can. I won't do it because it's actually really shocking. You can
Okay.
make it change to the rhythm that it hears. So if it hears you talking, it'll go, here's you talking, and it's kind of
Weird.
freaky. I've tried to do it with music, like, oh, that'd be so cool, but it just goes like it freaks out.
Oh.
So it's really
You'd
intense.
have
But
to put like a
I
whole disclaimer in there about
yeah,
strobing.
like please
No.
don't come in here and
Yeah.
be very upset.
Yeah.
But then we have the twinkling lights. We like the twinkling lights. The twinkling lights can also change, but they also change depending on the speed of your voice or the music you're doing. So
Mm,
it can get very as well. So
sure.
stationary.
That's fine. I think that'll do.
Mhm.
That'll do.
Yes.
So what's the streaming that you're doing?
The
Oh
magic
my
bowl of light.
goodness.
We love the magic bowl of light.
You have so many lovely lights.
I know. We can also change the color. I know. I've really had a lot of fun with
Yeah,
all
you
the lights in
have.
my room. Ooh, some blue.
Man, I feel
But
like a noob just using natural sunlight.
oh,
Like what am
you
I doing?
know, kind of. This is what's got me through this whole semester.
Hmm.
These fun lights. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
That's great. That's great. So you're on Twitch, is that right?
I
What do you
am
do?
on Twitch.
What do you do on
What do I
Twitch?
do on Twitch? I do a variety of things on
Is
Twitch.
that right?
I do. So I actually started off on Twitch for Fortnite specifically.
Oh, interesting.
You know the game
I
Fortnite, you
am
know?
familiar, yes.
Yes. So over the pandemic, I became a super nerd
Mm.
about Fortnite. Because I was basically living alone for like 4 months when the pandemic like really hit. And I was like feeling really alone and I was like, holy crap. So
Hmm.
that was a way for me to connect with all my friends and I was like, oh, this is so nice. So it was a really social, like big social outlet for me.
Sure.
And then I was like, streaming, that's kind of cool. So I started that. And then I finally realized I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to stream music. How do I do that? So
Hmm.
then about 2 or 3 months ago, I started like streaming 5 days a week, and I do 2 or 3 singing streams. And then sometimes I do Fortnite or sometimes I do Apex, so it kind of depends. But I just kind of chill and vibe out and like make music or play games.
Cool. 5 days a week, you say?
Yeah, it's yeah, because my event planning schedule kind of prohibits me from doing some evening streams,
Sure.
so I can't always
Sure.
do them. But yeah, so it's fun.
That's cool. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you do a bit of gaming because
Yeah.
I have come over to your place. I think you're past the place you were in before, and play. We would do some Minecraft.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends on Twitch who play Minecraft, and they're
Mm.
big nerds, and like they do it like so incredibly crazily, like it's so intense, and like there's so much detail that I've kind of gotten scared of Minecraft.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
see.
this is so intense and intense. The details, I just can't.
Yeah. Some people really go all out and make like people make like whole cities and I
Mm-hmm. And
and there's
like the like things that they make sometimes, like there's this one person that I know, they made a contraption where you put an item in it and it sorts it and it puts it into a chest depending on what type of item it is or something like that. And I'm just like, how the hell? I just like want to cry when I see that. I'm like, mm-mm,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's like Redstone or something like that, where you can
Mm-hmm.
like it's actual programming. It's like basically coding
Yeah.
inside of Minecraft, and
Yeah.
I've never even dipped my toe in that whole thing. It's like I'll make a sword, and then I feel good about myself.
I'll
Like,
make a sword. I'll bring the cows over to the house. We'll have a
yeah,
farm. That's what I do.
exactly. I can't make
Mm-hmm.
like machines and stuff. That's
No,
crazy,
that's not me. Mm-mm.
crazy. But I will watch
Nope.
those videos where people make insane stuff.
Yeah,
That's good.
exactly.
That's fun to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what do your music streams? Do you like present them like a recital, or are they more interactive?
No, they're definitely more interactive.
Mm.
It's usually what I do is I have like a song list, like a website that you can click on and see all of the songs that I have like ready to go 100%. You can choose and I'll sing for you.
Oh, cool.
And some of them I use backing tracks for, and some of them I play piano on as my backing track. So it's kind of a mix. But I take requests from people and then I just sing whatever's in the queue, and then I'll chat in between with people with their reactions, or if they say something stupid, we'll talk about whatever stupid thing they said and kind of have conversations, and then we'll move on to the next song. So it's
Sure.
very chill. I like it.
Nice. That's good. I need to I need to get all over on Twitch maybe. I
You should actually. I was literally just thinking earlier. I was like, why the hell isn't he on Twitch? Like, I feel like your especially your style of music would go over so well, and your personality
hmm.
would be so like people would just like I don't know. I feel like they'd really enjoy your energy
Okay. Yeah.
because that's
I
a huge thing on Twitch. Like people love music,
hmm.
but people also like personalities.
Yeah.
It's all about your personality, and if you like it, so
Yeah, that's a
so
big part of it. Yeah, I've done a little bit of like Facebook live streaming. I've done a little bit of YouTube live streaming, but I haven't gone really
yeah.
on like Twitch or similar platforms where it's like all about live
I feel like I'm a
streaming.
little bit biased, but I think Twitch is so much cooler. Cause like you can have emotes,
Okay,
like
okay.
little like the pictures and stuff like that are for your channel. So like mine are all cat emotes. And they're like
That makes
based off
sense.
of my cat Max. Um,
Ah, how's Max doing?
I know. He's such a cutie. He's gonna be 6 in like a week.
Aw.
He's getting to be an old. I found a second black whisker on this side of his face the other day. I was like, another black whisker. He used to have all white whiskers up until like a year and a half ago. So
Oh.
apparently that me like if you have all white whiskers and then you start getting black ones, it's just like a sign of older age.
Oh, so it kind of
Like,
goes like in the reverse from what happens to
yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So I was like, he got another one.
Well,
But
happy early birthday, Max.
he said happy early birthday, Max. He tried to come in here and then I was like, no, he's gonna be a little butt face and do something
Yeah.
stupid and like knock something over and then
Is he one of those?
usually he's actually so there are things you can do on your Twitch where you can like redeem things as a viewer.
Hmm.
So one of my things is if you redeem Max time, I bring Max onto the screen and I give him a treat or make him say hi to everybody. So
Aw.
he makes appearances on the stream.
That's cute. And people like seeing
It's
cats,
cute.
so
Oh,
that's nice for them
100%.
too.
I've sung Part of Your World with him in my hands. I think Pocahontas. Um, some fun things. I think I also sang like Kommt ein schlanker Busch gegangen with him in my arms at one
Oh
point.
my goodness.
Um, a lovely little German aria for Max.
That's great.
So it's just a fun
Um,
time.
yeah. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know. Are you having allergies? Is that something you get in the spring?
No,
No.
luckily, I am such a lucky singer.
That's nice. That's very. I'm over here like itching
You
my
got
eye the
you
whole
got those
time.
allergies?
I got allergies. I think our whole
Mm,
house has allergies. It was interesting because we were talking
unfortunate.
about. I was chatting with them last night, and we were talking a little bit about how last spring we didn't go out of the house. We didn't leave. We weren't going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Oh my
And
God, there was literally 2 weeks where I did not leave my house at
totally,
all.
totally.
And then I had to go shopping. I was like, I need food.
You gotta have food. That's the one thing we'd peek
That
out.
was the one thing that got me out of the house.
Yeah, that would do it. But we were talking about how just last year, because we didn't go out, we didn't really have allergies. Is that the ice cream truck going by?
I hate him so much. He does this all the time. Oh. Do you know how many recordings that has ruined in my life?
Oh no.
Oh, I want to hurt that person so bad. They don't have a schedule, too. Like, they just come by randomly. Like, sometimes
Whenever.
it's 5 o'clock. Sometimes it's 8 p.m. Like, I just can't catch a break.
Who's getting ice cream at 8 p.m.?
I've never once have I gone out to the ice cream man.
Yeah. We have some ice cream people who go around our block. Thankfully I haven't been having to do like Catherine and Liz have had to do like recital recordings for their DMA, and sometimes the ice cream truck interrupts. But for the recording I've been doing, the last few months at least, it's more like, oh, that's the ice cream truck going by. Just don't worry about that.
Stop here.
Yeah. Well, it can just kind of be a part of it. It can just be like, oh, you're going to hear some noise. You're going to hear some clarinet practice. You're going to hear the ice cream truck go by. It's just kind of part and parcel of what we have to do. But yeah, I was talking to them about just how we did not have any hay fever last spring because we didn't go out. And then this spring, things are a little bit more opened up. We're not feeling as terrified. And we're all vaccinated now. And so we'll go out for walks and be like, wait, were these trees, like these blossoming trees, always here?
Were they always here?
Like,
yep.
We've had cherry trees here this whole time? Like, we were totally unaware of it, but now we're very aware of it. Because I'm very sniffly and my eyes itch at weird times, and it's no
hard
fun.
Life.
It's
It's a hard life.
Yeah. No. Something you would know nothing about, Cat.
Every once in a while I feel like there's like a little bit of mold in this house, and so like I'll wake up like that, but like allergies, no.
Oh man.
No.
That's very nice. I was going through your social media and seeing kind of.
I have that. I use that. Interesting.
You do every once in a while. It happens occasionally.
Every once in a while.
Or someone will like tag you in a thing.
That's maybe, more like it.
Maybe
that's more like it.
Who are Vox Nova?
Oh, that's a good thing to find. Vox Nova is a fantastic group that I'm a part of. We're a choral ensemble of about 16 singers, give or take, depending on the season. But we are a choral group based in Missouri. It was started by a group of friends from my undergrad, essentially. And so a lot of the people who were in the group either went to Mizzou, my undergrad, or are a spouse of someone who went to Mizzou, or they're a spouse of the person who's in Vox Nova. So it's a huge family of either Mizzou alumni, current students, or spouses that are also amazing musicians.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's fun, and we get together. We usually get together twice a year, but with the pandemic, we've like taken a break, obviously.
Sure.
And we do a retreat style situation where we all have the music ahead of time, and then we practice for like 2.5 days, and then we have a concert or two, depending on the location, and.
Nice.
It's great. So it's an intense like practice, perform in like 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and everybody's just so talented. There are it's a mix between some people who are musicians who don't have anything to do with the field anymore. Like we have a police officer in the group. Then half of the people are teachers who teach music at varying grades. And then there's also musicians who are performing out all over. So it's a good mix.
Cool, it's a nice mix. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Have you been able to do any like virtual choir vids?
Yeah, we did 2 things. what did we do? We did Lead Me Home. We did something else. But it was like two choral virtual things where we would build upon each other and make a nice little choir.
Lovely.
So, but it was very chill.
Yeah.
We were all like, let's do something, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, that's fair. Set your expectations kind of
Yeah,
realistic.
especially because like one or two people were really doing all of like the logistics of mastering it and placing it all on top, and we were like, "This is your first time doing this? Let's be chill."
Yeah, let's kind of take it a little easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a virtual choir video with the church choir that I direct on Long Island a little bit before Christmas, and it worked out. It worked out.
Uh-huh.
The end result's great. People liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been a little bit easier on the choir, perhaps. Because for many of them, and even for me, it was a very new experience, particularly technologically. So I could have gone, well, they're already going to be dealing with this kind of new technological thing where you have to record video with one device and listen to audio with a different device. It's going to be a whole thing. Yeah. I'll just pick a really easy piece. I did not pick a really easy piece.
What'd you do?
It was a hymn. I can't remember which hymn. Wexford Carol, I think it was. A nice traditional English hymn. Okay. And I couldn't sing a lick of it for you, because I don't remember. And there's so many like small English village carol like songs that they're gonna get all confused in my brain. Yeah. But so for the sopranos, at least, it was probably a tune that they were familiar with. But for everyone else, there were actual 4-part harmony things, and
harmony we love.
Yeah, there was a bit where we did a ritardando, and that was a little dicey here.
Probably a whole ordeal.
That was a bit of an ordeal. And then it was on me to kind of make the video, which I had never really done before, and then do my best at some very rudimentary mixing to make it sound like, because you want,
even like a choral sound.
You want a choral sound. And there may be some voices
totally popping out.
Exactly. And there may be some, some audio that's better than others, just in terms of the sound quality. So that's something you got to account for too. So some people had to be just quieter than others because of those kinds of factors. But it worked out really well. But in general, if someone asks you, hey, would you make a virtual choir video for such and such? That's a thinker. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, during the pandemic, it was so nice seeing choirs doing that, or like any type of ensemble. Because I was like, I mean, like you think about it, the work that they put in to do that, like probably the frustration, and then just it would like, I mean, like some of them sounded better than others, but I mean, I always just was like, this is so nice. They're performing together.
Yeah, that is what it's all about, I suppose, and why we do it. But boy, I'm looking forward to when we can actually like go in the choir room, look at some sheet music, and just sing. Can't wait.
I know. I'm just waiting for the time where I can like look at my students and I go, "That is crap posture," and I can just.
Yes, you can actually touch their shoulders.
Now I'm like, hello. Do you realize that your hand is moving up and down? Do you realize I'm just gonna tug?
Yeah. I think I was talking to Tommy about that. Where it's like some things, especially technique-wise, you just gotta physically get in there.
It'd be so nice. It would take like 5 minutes out of the whole process.
Totally. Totally.
It's just like, you're good.
Yeah. I was thinking. I was mulling over before this Zoom call. I think the last time I saw you was at that assisted living center gig in Port Washington.
There's no way that was the last time we saw each other.
I think it may have been.
Oh my god.
Because that was late January in 2020.
crap.
And the first time I thought
You're
about that and was
right.
like, that was 2020. It like, I was like, no, there was no way that was the same year. But I think it
Oh my
was.
god.
Yeah. So
That's
so
insane.
so for the viewers who don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Kat and our mutual friend Natasha Nelson, another vocalist from
Yes.
Stony Brook, and myself put together a program of opera arias, including a couple duets, and got, played them at this huge complex of elderly people out in Port Washington.
Yeah.
And
It was built of elderly people.
it was built.
It was a huge building built of elderly people.
They
And
put
then there were more elderly people inside.
It was just so many elderly people. They put the strongest. It was very wise of them. They put the strongest elderly people on the bottom.
That's
Because
the only way that the whole thing was successful.
yeah, that was the only way it worked. It was a bit of a marvel. But we went inside this large building made of elderly people and played this program and had a good time and went and got burgers afterwards, and it was just
Oh
like
yeah, that place was so good.
yeah. And it was like, wow, we were able to be next to older people. We were able to go out and get like a drink and a burger.
I know.
And I think we were
It's
also
great.
talking too about like, hey guys, what if we like make this a thing, like a trio, and we can like travel all over and do this at
Uh-huh.
different places?
We were thinking about it.
We
And
were,
then
weren't we?
I really do think if COVID hadn't hit, we would be doing more. I really do.
I'd like to think
We got
so.
so busy. The semester was crazy, and then
Mhm.
COVID.
Yeah, that was the nail in that coffin. But maybe after this
It's
is
so
all
crazy.
over, that vampire can come out of the coffin, and maybe we can
That
think
would be
about it again.
so much fun.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
Speaking of like early 2020, before we knew anything, I
2020 feels like a foreign year
yeah yeah
now. I'm like, what was that? That weird year.
yeah. Especially like the first few months of 2020 are kind of baffling to me. Where it's like I feel like they weren't a part of that year because they were
Oh yeah, no,
so
they didn't
different.
belong.
They didn't belong
They
at
didn't
all.
belong.
And I remember I was in the city. I had quit my teaching job and I was looking for
Mm.
work. And there was this one high school I interviewed at because they wanted a rehearsal pianist for a musical that they were doing.
Okay.
And the pay was good, the musical sounded good. So I show up. It was kind of in maybe not South Brooklyn, but in that direction. So it was a
Okay.
bit of a trip. And I get there and I do a little audition, and they wind up saying, sending me an email saying, yeah, we'd love to work with you. We'd love for you to be the rehearsal pianist. Um, and then they said, we had originally said that we'd like you to be available 3 times a week for the next couple months. We're actually going to need you for 5 days of the week for a few months. And
Okay.
I had a couple other gigs going on. There were some church obligations that I felt that I needed to be there for on Wednesdays, and then there was the North Shore Chamber Choir I was working with at a rehearsal, and so I was like, well, I can't be there on Wednesdays, and I can't really be there for the callbacks for the high school auditions because of this other thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's too much time. I don't think we can do that. And so it wound up not working out, and I was really bummed in like early March
Yeah.
that I wasn't gonna be working with this high school on their musical that was gonna be coming out in May. And
Oh yeah.
looking back, it's like it was like a small blessing, where it's like
So irrelevant even
it
'cause it's like, oh,
totally it became just the
did they?
smallest.
I wonder
most
if they even did
insignificant
it.
thing.
Like, did they just cancel it, or did
Oh,
they
they-
try and move it online?
I think they must have, because especially like in March and April in New York City, there was so much that was unknown, and the numbers were just kind of skyrocketing, and we were like, "What is this?" I think everything just shut down.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I'll
was honestly surprised that we were able to do like juries with like our kids at Suffolk. I was like, are we doing this?
Mm.
Are we gonna do this? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
It was rough.
Maybe I'll reach out to that high school and be like, "What are you doing next spring?"
Yeah.
Maybe that could work.
It sounds like a fun gig, though. Ugh.
It would be. It would be.
I've taught 2 musicals. Like I was the musical director for 2 when I was back in Missouri, and it was a blast. It was a
Yeah.
freaking blast. I don't know. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yeah, I was bummed that it didn't work out at the time, and maybe something. They have my name, you know.
Yeah.
And they liked me the first time, so maybe something in the future
Yeah.
can work out. But we shall see.
Hey, reaching out never hurts.
Never hurts. Never
Literally,
hurts.
I was just thinking the other day. I was like, I really want to reach out to that choir director because I just really loved working with him and just want to like say hi, see how he's doing, make sure he's doing okay.
Do it.
Maybe see you again sometime.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll
Maybe
work together
see you again.
in the future. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It's a good thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kat, it's been lovely speaking to you this
lovely.
this early evening. If you would like to hear some more of Kat doing music things, first of all, there will be links in the description below where you can go to different places and different ensembles and check her out. And if you want to hear her viola playing, you might check out Pictures at an Inhibition. You might.
It's
might
cool
consider it.
Stuff. It's real fun stuff.
It's got some good stuff on it, I think. I'm slightly biased, I suppose, but I'm not.
It has been so hard for me. I don't think you understand. I'm like, I want to show everybody. I'm like, no.
Well, very, very soon. Soon and very soon.
Soon and very soon. No.
No, okay, never mind. Well, yeah, I have to say goodbye, I guess, for the ending of this video.
That's great.
So bye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I loved catching up.
That was good.